Three, two.
How's it going, everyone? Jesus here, aka Tyrant Dominus, here with Liz,
Hey.
and welcome to another episode of the Convoluted podcast. And overall, how's things been, Liz?
Well, I've had about a week in my new bed, so that's been good. I'm getting some good sleep. We had a fun adventure on Friday night ourselves, so that's always been good. Oh, that was fun.
Yeah, we got to go and have a go and outing at a family fun center. Normally, that you'd think family fun center, like okay, just things like that, but luckily this place had like an adults only, just like drinks, everything. The only time you can drink and drive with the go-karts, and it's like it was
Best
fun.
place ever.
It's one of those things where it was fun to get out, do stuff. The weather was really good.
Like the
S-
smoke.
that was the day afterwards. We had so much
Oh no,
fun that
actually, I smelled smoke on my way in from work that day before when I was riding my bike home. So
oh wait, what?
I smelt it. I smelt the smoke when I was coming home from work.
On
So on Friday
Oh, I
afternoon.
didn't know that. Anyways, but yeah, it was fun. It's good to go on an outing just to great. Though we wish more people showed up because people are not responsible when they're told, "Hey, buy your tickets early before it's sold out." It was a sold out event. Uh,
Yes.
and
I
yeah,
wouldn't be surprised the next one to be sold out too. I mean, it's right before
yes,
Halloween, so
yep, the Halloween one. Where everyone over this time around, actually, everyone did buy their tickets, so we're looking forward to it. We're trying to figure out what costumes we're going to be doing because it's a Halloween event. We might be posting those on Instagram. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram if you want to see some of those posts later next month. But that's a bit away. We'll talk more Halloween stuff in October. But yeah, overall it was fun. A few of my friends did show up. We had fun with them. It was their first time going, and yeah, they had fun. They're looking forward to more. I'm glad we invited them. But yeah, next time.
that was fun too. I enjoyed hanging out with them.
Okay. But yeah, that was kind of our weekend. It was nice, comfortable. But yeah, this past week, it's been a very heavy one for sure. We're gonna bring this topic out really quick to just kind of get it for the most part out of the way. If you have been living under a rock recently, recently, Queen Elizabeth II has passed away. Rest in peace for sure. So we'll give a few moments of silence for that. Bruh. All right, now we're back. All right. Besides that, the internet went crazy with the death of Queen Elizabeth for sure. There was a lot of positive. There was a lot of memeing. God's sakes, there was a lot. It was crazy. I was following
Irish.
Irish Twitter, and Irish TikTok. Boy, were they crazy! It's
I know. I was witnessing it. I was like, damn.
you gotta
Whiskey's in a box. That was my favorite one, I think, and it was a chant. They were singing, doing it at
Oh,
a
do we
football.
have that? Because everyone can hear it. If you can find it and post it in our thing, I'll have the audio for the people on the podcast to listen to.
Alright.
But yeah, there was a lot of memeing things like Princess Diana is waiting for her at the pearly gates and is gonna shut her out. Oh my god,
I've
the
heard all
things.
sorts of things like that too. Like, it's
It's
crazy.
it's interesting to see what comes out into the medium when big public figures pass away. For sure we eventually she was gonna pass away. We all knew it. She died at the
Yeah,
age of what was it,
96.
96. She literally almost lived she lived a long, like very.
I was really expecting her to live like her mother, like to 101. So
So
I was
yeah.
really expecting her to make it 100.
But yeah, I saw a lot of showcasings of like what she was doing and stuff like that. So, but besides that, it was just like interesting just to see how the public took it, because for the most part, for me specifically, I only knew her as the Queen of England. I had no real like ties or any care about, but because eventually she was just a big meme to me. Like, oh, Queen of England, like one of the few forms of royalty that I know of. Right? There's
Mhm.
other princes and queens out there, but they don't hold a candle to what Queen Elizabeth was. I don't think anyone will anymore. I think
I
Princess
know.
Diana would have been one of those very few people to kind of have taken the mantle of just that iconic thing, but she she sadly passed away as well. Besides that, yeah, I don't think any royalty will have that level of um idolism. I would say that
Yeah.
idolism, yeah, because the world, for the most part, the world knew of Queen Elizabeth, for better or worse, But it was interesting for sure to see how the public took it. Now here's the let's see here. I'm gonna play the audio for everyone to listen to. Where is it?
I was joking at work with another Elizabeth, who's our intern pharmacist, and I was like, "All right, Elizabeth, you and I gotta duke it out to be the next queen." She's like, "All right, game on." Was not. It should be. It's like right there. I saw it in the beginning, so maybe I missed it.
No, you sent me an article, not the TikTok.
Oh, oh, but the video's down below. I thought I saw. Again, I am sorry, guys.
Liz is holding up the podcast.
I'm not holding it up.
On the people want to hear.
Ah, mother.
Anyways,
Okay, maybe this one will work better.
all right. Anyways,
Emotional
Probably could
damage.
hear it on my end.
so yeah, it's for sure. The public took
But
it
there you
differently.
go.
Let's see if we go here.
Well, that it's a YouTube video, so it's straight
Oh,
off. Damn.
okay. There we go. You guys heard it? Yeah. Crazy, crazy. But yeah. Do you have any thoughts, or did you have any real like, besides her idolism? Did your family have any? Because I know some people like really took uh just her presence as something.
No, no. We were just like, oh, okay, cool. She, sad she passed away. Rest in peace. And then we talked about everything else and moved on with our day.
Yeah.
It was a brief note in our day of when it happened. So it wasn't like a huge thing to us. I mean, except for like one of our employees who is Canadian, so she had a little bit um more respect
Yeah.
than I did.
Yeah, I think yeah, for sure. Like if we were like part of the UK residency or a part of that, then we would have probably a little bit more care. But yeah. So for anyone who's like really like hurting back, more power to you. But yeah, I just love the memes that came out of it. It was fucking funny.
But yeah,
I
the
really
Halloween costumes that are soaring by the billions
Oh my
to for
god, you're
sexy Queen
right.
Elizabeth. I
You're
was laughing my ass off on
that's
that.
that's what's gonna happen this year. You're just gonna see Queen Elizabeth costumes this Halloween. Oh my god.
Well, I'm official a real Elizabeth, so try and beat that, bitches.
Okay. So let's kind of stay in that part of the country. Let's talk about uh actually one of the British game shows and kind of how bad it is. Like we've been talking a lot about US kind of how tough it is just to survive here. But boy, is it hard to survive in Britain? Yeah, Britain. So there's a dystopian British game show that makes people pay spin to win to get energy bills paid. How bad is it when you had to play a game show to pay your energy bill, Liz?
That's pretty bad. I mean, it's probably bad as gambling here to try to get above the bills.
I bet it's
I'm actually considering going back to my side job so I can actually afford things now.
it's like
Wake my kiddo and I have spent money, but of course we have upcoming trips and etc. So
It's like, I think the closest thing would be like if we would play game shows so you can pay your medical bills here in America. Like, do you want to get your medical bills paid? Ready?
There you go. You should be tossing that out to somebody. Somebody will be listening on that shit. Come on.
Do it, or we'll make it ourselves. We'll make our own game show. We'll figure it out. We just need the funds. We can
Which
do
we
it.
could go to GoFundMe page. I'm gonna make this page up. Say, hey, we're making a game show. Just need help folks.
Yeah. But yeah, so
I work my second job still. My fingers bleed. It's all good.
all right. So the internet has lampooned the popular television show this morning for its new segment, Spin to Win, in which contestants twirl a giant glittery wheel for a chance to win cash prize or their energy bill pay. So yes, you can you can win a couple hundred or £1,000, or you can get your energy bill paid. Normally, I was like, oh, my energy bill's like a couple $100 at the most. But
I have to pay that today before I go.
so yeah. So let's see here. In the video, the host Phil Scott asked the contestants how worried he is about his energy bills. I got one of these prepayment meters, and it's absolutely murder. I can. Let me play the audio for you guys. Liz, you can kind of read.
Okay, here we go. So we'll pay your energy bills, got £1,000 as well. So this is energy bills, I think, for 4 months if it stops on that.
Nice.
So how are your energy bills? Are you a bit worried about it all?
Major.
Yeah.
Are you?
I've got one of these prepayment meters, and it's absolutely murder.
Oh, God.
Right, well, let's hope it lands on one of those then.
Whatever,
right.
You're going to win some money, so
Here we
don't
go.
worry. Here we go.
One way or t'other. Here we go. Round and round it goes. Where it stops, nobody knows.
Bruh.
Da, 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 da.
Oh,
£1,000 or
slowing
energy
down.
bill. £1,000 or energy bill. It is going to be... It's your energy bill!
Oh my God, thank you.
We're paying your energy bill for 4 months.
4 months of energy bills.
Are you out of your mind?
It is so crazy. I'm looking at the board. They have 4 pay your energy bills. That's how much. Wow. That's not bad. Paying energy bill for 4 months. That's a good chunk of savings. I won't deny that, at least for Americans. And depending where you live in Americans. But I can only imagine how bad it is. Sorry?
I'm kidding. I was reading the article. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm kidding.
So yeah, many have called Spin to Win distasteful, insensitive, because Britain is struggling through a cost of living crisis that has seen the price of basic necessities pierce the stratosphere. That's an interesting way to phrase it, but whatever. Millions of people are on track to pay around 80% more in energy bills by October. Whew, that is a huge margin. Can you imagine your bills going up 80%? I'm trying to think in my head right now.
No, I thought they're on track to pay. It
Pay
sounds
more.
Like
No, pay more. So whatever you're paying,
Damn.
add 80% more.
Thank you.
$24.
I spend enough.
You want $24
I spend enough
for
on
fucking blue?
groceries and other bills.
Then
Shit.
imagine that going 80%. Anyways,
What?
Britain.
I barely would make it.
So that same day, British energy regulators announced a price cap to £3,549 per year for heat and electricity. So even if you like maxed out, you still pay that much a year. How much is that per month? Actually, do you have a calculator?
I can do it. Hold on.
You have it?
So 3,049 divided by 12. About $295.75.
200 what?
295
Pounds? Okay.
pounds and 75 if they quit if they do that. So
Let's find out how much it is in US pounds.
that's a lot. I feel like that's a lot. I thought
It's
that
$342 just for energy bills
a month.
a month. Heat and electricity over $300, and that's capping. So
Yeah.
okay. Let's see here. The rising cost for utilities driven by the Russian invasion of Ukraine, the pandemic aftermath. So there's a bunch. Oh, it's a bunch of things. So it's basically kind of what it's been, and it's one of those few things that I'm still. It's been a while since we talked about the invasion of Ukraine, it's been going on still. It's crazy. We haven't really looked into any of the stories have myself, or there hasn't been anything.
I've been kind of getting some bits and pieces from my coworker who's watching it on the Twitter stream.
Yeah,
So
but
he
yeah,
showed me like what it was like in the last like I don't know what it was for the defenses, and you can kind of see how much area they have conquered in the last 6 to 9 months. And I was like, wow, that's just or the last 30 days or something like that. It was really crazy how fast they were moving across Russia, and they're making good claim, which is great. I mean, good for them.
but yeah,
Um,
overall, there's just nothing been fun or interesting to talk about, or just crazy at all. So that's why we haven't talked about it. It's not like we've forgotten about it. It's just like one, it's been going on. There's a lot of other things that happen, and this show's not really a new show. It's just like a goof and gaff show. That's why we haven't really seen anything more. But yeah, you can see some of the things that has come out from these things. It's like, yeah, it's we're not the only America's not the only one suffering. It just if it gets so desperate that we have to go to game shows to pay our bills, that is crazy. Because you
or
see it,
start a GoFundMe page. Come
or
on.
GoFundMe. Yeah, that's true. You do a GoFundMe. It's like, oh yes, I got into an accident, or my pet's like hurt, and I'm not gonna be able. There are so many times where I've seen people who take their pets in, and like they have something, and like it's gonna end up costing them like a couple $1,000s to for the operation. They don't. No one has that type of money off the top of their hands to save their pet.
And nobody can afford to put insurance on their pets either because of the costly price of it. I put my dog on that one, and it's like $20 a month, and they don't barely cover anything. But
So
no,
yeah.
you pick and choose. I mean, I got a little bit something back from the last $600 I spent. I got like $100 back. I'm like, all right, that's $100 down the toilet still.
Yeah, but if it, yeah, that's what sucks. It's like if something were to happen and you're like, oh yeah, the operation's like gonna be $7,000. Like no one has $7,000. You would literally have to GoFundMe. Like, hey, uh, my pet and everything. Yeah, and it's even harder if it doesn't get traction, right? That's where you
Oh,
get the
I know,
post.
kidding.
I think
That's why I did it for one of my friends. I mean, I get it. My friend's brother's dog had an injury, had to be amputated, and so I contributed a little bit, and I shared the post, and hopefully somebody else contributed to it. So
And I think we've talked about a lot of GoFundMe stories as well, that where you just kind of like it happens, and it's just crazy that this is how the world is at the moment. Actually, I recently saw a TikTok of someone like saying like, would you want to survive in the apocalypse? Would you?
maybe
the,
I don't know.
their answer
I don't
is,
know. I'm like, you wouldn't have currency.
well, the
It
answer
would
is
be like
here's the real answer is, aren't we already trying to survive the apocalypse right now?
true,
Like
true.
the way the weather.
I feel like we've been saying that for a while since the last firestorm that we had like what a couple years ago, and we're still recouping from that. So and it
That
keeps adding more, and the droughts are worse this year than they have been in a while.
you have
So
that, then the economy is just going crazy. People are the environment. People are just, it's just crazy. We are in the apocalypse in one form of it, not the fun one. We're not in the fun apocalypse. We're in the really like lame, annoying, trying to just survive day by day apocalypse. Boo. Boo. I want fun apocalypse. Give me the zombie apocalypse. Give me that one.
I would die.
It's fine. Let me have it. Liz can. You can know what Liz's topics are for that. Actually, we can probably figure out something fun for that. All right. Any final thoughts on game shows? Should we make one for two people to pay some bills around
Yes.
here?
Pay some bills, some abortion buses. We're on a roll, dude.
Yeah, we
I
should
mean,
just.
we're just going for it.
You know what? Yeah, we should just do. Oh, that's how we'll get our money. We'll arrest people for abortions, get the money for the private jails, use that private jail money to pay off people's bills. Little by little,
We're winning. We're figuring this out slowly but surely. We are coming up with some great deals.
and somehow none of the money's coming to us. It's going to other people. Anyways,
I know, right?
like, come on. Where's Arwen? Where's Arwen?
And look
I know,
at
right?
that
I know
shit.
our bills are coming up next month. I'm like, oh no, yeah.
Okay. What's the next story you wanted to bring up?
Yes, some Aussies demand that Steve Owen's face is put on Australian monies instead of King Charles, ahead of major changes to the currency in the wake of Queen's death.
Oh, continuing with the British. Okay.
Yes, well, one of the countries, or sub-countries. Not a part of it. It's on the other side of the world.
There's a
Bottom
lot of
half. Well,
there is a lot of
very opposite ends of each other.
well there is a lot of countries that were taken over by British. So
Yeah, somebody was posting that on Twitter or Facebook, and I've seen that fun fact where 177 countries are in the UN, and 145 of them or 146 of them have been invaded by the English.
I don't know. They should
I was
let
like, damn, that's about true though.
you know let this poor man have his money. Come on, he's been a prince for so long. He's not gonna be a prince anymore. He's not gonna be
Finally
king
getting
for.
a job at 73.
Just let him have it. He's not he's gonna be he's gonna croak sooner or later as well. Let him have
know.
it. Just let him have it for a couple. Like,
Nope.
no, you don't think this man should deserve a $5 note?
Nope.
Why?
Nope. Because I get it where they're coming from. They're doing more of somebody who is of more respected in Australia than it is of somebody from the United Kingdom on the other side of the globe for them, basically. I mean, they're on the same side of the globe, but like very far away, and like hundreds and hundreds of miles away, hundreds of thousands of miles. uh,
I say you should let him have it. Let him have it. Okay.
some Aussies are calling for national icon Steve Rowan to be impressed on the $5 note instead of the King Charles III in the wake of Queen Elizabeth II's death. Her Royal Highness died at 96 on Thursday.
Yeah, we already know
Uh,
There's not much.
but some Aussies have flocked online to demand some other famous Australians instead of being memorialized on the country's legal tender when the printing press kicks into gear. Time to replace Queen Elizabeth's face on cash with Steve Rowan or Heath Ledger. I reckon one woman tweeted. Another one said, "Can you petition to get Steve Irwin's face on money in place of the Queen's coin? It's that we all want. Steve Irwin deserves the highest form of currency." Someone else chimed. "The 5 note will explode in value if we put him on the note."
That's true.
However, other Aussies have offered him alternative proposals ranging from fictional characters to the native food animals and even classic foods. In a post on Reddit tip titled "Rip Queen Betty," one man asked fellow Aussies for nominees to replace Her Majesty on the $5 note, triggering a flood of questions. "All right, now for the important shit," he said. "Who we're gonna all put on our money? Because I can't see that Charles on there. Maybe Steve Irwin or Russ Kogite. Throw us some ideas." One person put for the celebrated sitcom characters Kath and Kim, while one social media user advocated for Neighbors soap opera alum Alf Stewart, and the proposal be inscribed with the ibis, a native bird known as the bin chicken. Some wanted to see our nation's proudest bird on corns, the bin chicken. The bin chicken. Do you want a bin chicken?
You know what? They should just put a kangaroo on the $5 bill. God, make it
I think
easy.
they already have kangaroos on the other one.
Do they?
Yeah, I think it's awesome that they want to really commemorate Australia with a real Australian, like, we'll have commemorations. I mean, come on. Nobody wants. I bet you once the King Charles gets printed on there, that the money will plummet like shit. Nobody will use it. They'll purposely avoid using it. Shane. Yeah, it's a long note of how things going on this thing. So still like to be in circulation.
You know what?
Somewhere.
You know what they should. I know what they should put on their dollar. The one war they lost, the emo war.
What? I've never heard this.
Oh, you didn't hear? You don't know about the emu war? Yeah, there.
Emu. Wait, oh, yes, now I do remember now.
Yeah, for anyone listening, the Emu War was an actual war that happened in Australia, which they lost because it was a Australia has this weird issue with indigenous species or species that are takeover. It's really bad over there. That's like cane toads. Like you can literally just go like people want you to kill like cane toads. You're legally required to like murder those things. Like they're pests. It just got bad. There's certain places like there's certain cats that were taken to kill like certain rats. It was like there was animals brought in to kill other animals that were brought in to kill another animal. It was bad.
I know some of it's pretty bad over there, and some of the animals they have over there. Hell
Yeah,
no.
you would think their natural animals would be bad, but yeah, people just kept bringing animals to deal with other animals, and they failed, and now they have animal issues. But no greater animal beasts that were known as the Great Emu War, which happened around 1932. It was when they were trying to like curb the populations of emus around in Australia, but they just weren't able to do much. They're just I'm trying to see. I'm trying to see anything. Apparently, there was multiple attempts from what I'm looking. Despite the
They all
problems
failed.
occurred, the farmers farmers requesting assistance around 1934, 1943, and 1948. See. They used over 500,000 rounds of ammunition during the war, and they still failed. They're just too many. I wonder how bad it is now, but yeah, it's just Australia, man. It has other problems. They shouldn't worry about what's on the note. They should just deal with their animal problem at the moment. All right, let's jump into the next article here. Okay,
Play.
so we're not a major political show, but we do like it when certain political people act stupid. So apparently, the Colorado GPO challenger refuses to apologize for referring to black candidates as chimps. Yes, you heard that right.
Wow. This is disgusting. She's just as
Bruh.
much of a descendant of a chimp.
So,
Right.
a long shot
Do her
Republican.
DNA testing.
A long-shot Republican candidate for Colorado State House refused to apologize to referring to two black opponents as chimps after the American Federations of Teachers endorsed her and two other state house candidates, Democrat State Republican Meg Follett, whatever. She's a public figure. I can say that. Thanked the organizations on Twitter, highlighting her fellow endorsees, State Senate Julian Gonzalez, House District 6 candidate Elizabeth Epps, and State Representative Jennifer Bacon. Wow, I get to be. Okay, these are her quote. Wow, I get to be with these champs. Made my day. Folucci tweeted. Thanks, Twitter account, whatever. But her opponent, Republican candidate Marla Fernandez, responded with
Marla Fernandez.
It's Fernandez, isn't it? Marla Fernandez? Yeah, that's what this is who we're...
Marla, whatever the hell.
Whatever. Marla Fernandez responded with a racist remark. This is who we're talking about. Did you say chimps? Fernandez tweeted, accompanied by a smiley face emoji. Sorry, must be my dyslexia. Yes, that's what she tweeted. S and Bacon are each black women, and Fernandez insisted she meant something else but boasted about the attention. I was trying to get Meg in the NEA, and I meant to put chumps. Here, the National Education Association and the endorsing organization. But I said, you know what? Let's go with this. See what happens. Since I'm Hispanic, Fernandez added, laughing so I can get the media coverage. Okay, before we continue, it's one of those things where for sure spell check is annoying, but you can always read what you do before you click send.
I know.
Like Twitter,
Unless you didn't care.
I know Twitter is weird because once you tweet something, you can't edit, right? There's a feature for more people who have better following for you get like 30 seconds, not 30 seconds. I think it's like 30 seconds or a minute to re-edit your stuff, but that's for like higher end people, or people who pay for Twitter, because there's a paid version of Twitter. But yeah, then using your like ethnicity to cover for yourself. Yeah, I'm Hispanic. Like, I can say whatever I want. Like, no, no, you can't.
Bruh.
There's
You just
like,
threw your whole race under the bus.
so
That's what I'm saying.
it's ridiculous how sometimes it's been happening more and more recently. Where you just get these like very snide high schoolish comments. For sure. I'll be honest. Like me, high school, early 20s, horrible vocabulary, like annoying. Probably things you can't say on the internet these days, for sure. I think we've all been like that. Like there's certain words we can't say anymore. And certain terms that we used back then can't use them this day, just because it's not PC. You know.
Unless it's between us and our own little environment where we can get away with that shit.
And if you want to counsel us for that, go ahead and go. Like everyone does it. And if saying that offends you, you know what?
Emotional damage.
Go for it.
Not a single fuck was given this day.
Exactly. Okay, let's see here. So let's see here. Colorado's Republican Party Chair Chris Brown called the tweet uncalled for and highly inappropriate and urged her to apologize immediately. And Fernandez said she won't. I didn't do anything wrong, she said. It was meant for Meg, and I didn't even care about the people that were on there. I mean, I was just trying to address the fact that she got sponsored by the NEA, who is number one next to nobody. The funds the Democrats. Not going to apologize because I didn't do anything wrong. I'm not racist. It's not true. This is where it's just you start doubling down, right? Like you can't, like some people say I can't be racist because I'm X. Like it's like you can't be what is it? Homophobic because I'm X, or transphobic because I'm X. Like you just double down on some of these things. Like, no, you can be, and you just got caught and you fucked up. That's when you have to be really careful on just like a big like a big platform, anything like Twitter, Facebook, because the moment you get caught out of context, for sure doing this live can fuck us up really bad, but we do it because we're not fucking stupid. You know, we've been doing this for 5 years, and we tried live streaming early on, but it was hit or miss. But we've been doing it more now. We've grown a little bit more comfortable, and we know what to say and what not to say. And even if
he still has to censor me.
So, well, she's learning. But yeah, it's just stupid how you just admit for it. You fucked up. Like, what more can you say?
I know. I agree with you. All right, we're on to the next story.
Yeah, what was
Alex, we have a little bit time left.
Oh, we still got like half an hour.
Yeah, I thought we've been on for.
We've been on for 26 minutes.
Oh, okay. My bad. I lost track of time already.
Wow.
Do
Oh, do I have something for that? Wait, do I? There we go.
All right. What are we moving on to?
I don't know. You said you wanted to move on. What was the story you had?
Yeah.
You're the one that wanted to move on.
Fine. But you wanted that one story, so I figured we want to touch that base on that one. Cosplay one.
Oh, yeah. We can talk about that. Yeah. Here it up here. Okay. So, recently, or a little bit ago, Ariana Grande fans slammed lookalike page for launching OnlyFans cosplay as her. So there's a lot of people who have lookalikes, right? Lookalikes and things like that. For sure, there's like body doubles, basically, right? And there
Yeah.
was a little bit ago, there was this one girl who was, I think, on TikTok or Instagram, who was just kind of like almost looks like Ariana Grande, right? It was more
Mhm.
recently that she turned 18 and started doing OnlyFans. And we've spoken about OnlyFans all the time on this show. And then her fans went ballistic on her. Let's see here. Here. Ariana fans are calling out lookalike Paige for launching an OnlyFans site in which she cosplays as a star. Fans of Ariana Grande will no doubt already know who Paige is. Back in 2019, Paige went viral on TikTok after she posted multiple videos impersonating Ariana Grande using Cat Valentine's voice. People couldn't get over how similar they look, and they do look really similar for the most part because the way her makeup is done. I would like if you would have showed me a picture. Actually, maybe. I'm not very I'm not good with faces sometimes, even certain celebrities. But I think I could, if I didn't see her face prior, I think I could have pointed out Ariana Grande. But for sure, the photo that was given here is like, yeah, it looks, you don't know. However, Ariana wasn't the biggest fan reacting to the video. She tweeted, I just wonder why the cat voice dialogue. I'm sure she's the sweetest sweetheart for real, but it's definitely bizarre seeing people blend the two worlds. Let's see here. Last week, Paige turned 18 in April, launched a new 18 plus OnlyFans page with the captions exclusive content for that you wouldn't normally see from me. Normal, whatever. We already know what OnlyFans is. As soon as Ariana fans found out, they were quick to slam Paige. One fan wrote, Paige started an OnlyFans cosplaying as Ariana Grande is one of the most disrespectful things I've ever seen. In my opinion, this is going too far and it's disgusting, weird, and insanely disrespectful. Okay, before we continue, what are your thoughts of Paige so far?
Use it, flaunt it. I don't know. What difference does it make? So she looks like the person. It doesn't matter. I mean, there are so many other people I've seen out there. I've seen a lookalike Channing Tatum, and he looks great. He's been doing some partial nudes. I bet he has an OnlyFans too. I mean, we have to like. I think it's just because it's a woman. I really think it's because it's a girl, and they're like, "Well, they're gonna bust on this girl." But guess what? They're just giving her more publicity, and there's gonna be more people flocking to her fans page. Is it gonna stop anybody? Nah, nah. I think it's crazy. Yeah. Like I said, I think this is a double standard, and we all know it's Paige. She's not like she looks like it. She cosplays it. But we all know it's Paige. Vaughn. She's left her name as is. Like, so what? She's not using the actual name, right? Ariana Grande. Nope. She's probably saying Ariana Grande look alike.
Yeah, there's not. Yeah, like I said, there's nothing stating that or anything. Let's see. I'm looking through some of the other posts here. Ariana says multiple times the impression makes her uncomfortable. The other kind. Okay, this is where it becomes like white knighting. Do you know what white knighting is?
Vaguely.
Huh?
Vaguely?
Okay.
Maybe.
Let me
Maybe, I don't know.
double check so the internet does not fuck us over here. Let's see here. Okay, white knighting is a form of and means of rushing to the aid of another person for whatever reason. An accusation typically reserved for the person for being hammered with by another person. So basically, yeah, it's basically when you take up the mantle and try to represent the person you're defending, basically. So say you were trying to defend me, you're basically would be like, I'm not there, but like you think you know more about me, so you would say like, yeah, you shouldn't be doing that. Yeah, you shouldn't be talking that way. That person would do something. Yeah, they're white
It
knighting.
sounded like okay. Yeah, so I might have heard the reference at one point or another, but I've also heard it as a psychological thing too, as a
Yeah, it's viewed really badly. Being a white knight is not good.
narcissist. Oh, yeah. I think my internet cut out again.
You're fine over here. You're fine over here.
Yeah, you were stale C on my side.
Testing. Testing.
We want to say,
Yeah,
guys.
okay. Yeah, no, you're. But yeah. White knighting is not a wonderful term. It is for the most part it's very negative. But yeah, some people just don't need it. Like if they would have put a public statement like, yeah, I don't want them, but no, people would just say like represent them and like no, it's just you're upset about it. Like you shouldn't be upset. If you're upset about it, just ignore it. It's one of those few things like just ignore it. You're the one adding flame to the fire or adding gasoline to the fire. And you don't know better about this, and you don't know anything of what the person thinks. It's not. Are they profiting from their looks? Sure, but it's their looks. Like you can only change so much about themselves before you go into like plastic surgery and stuff like that. Now,
if she's all natural, then I'm gonna leave it alone.
Maybe if we did more research, if we find out anyone out there any Ariana fans that think we're wrong, give us the research more about Paige, and we can do a special bonus episode just about this, just for you guys, if you guys want to. But yeah, at this point, no, it's fine. She's just a girl who has very similar facial features. Does she maybe put the makeup and use the makeup to make herself a slightly but look like her? So what? Like. She was able to.
We all manipulate our faces when we put on damn makeup, y'all. Me, on the other hand, I suck at it, so we're good.
All right. Any other final thoughts on this?
Nope, I don't think so.
Okay. So, what are one of the few next topics to talk about?
And look at that shit.
I don't know. What do you want to do? Want to do about that stupid lady who faked her own kidnapping? For shits and
Oh my
giggles?
god, yeah, we'll do that one because just to add more to kids being dicks to their parents. Where is it? Where'd I put it? There it is.
Yeah, I'm just reading the title, just like fucked up.
Okay, you read it.
All right, police arrest woman who faked her own kidnapping to extort her mother for the 4th time. What the fuck? Has she not learned her lesson? Terrifying video shows a woman blindfolded, blood dripping from her mouth, and standing behind her, a man looks at a knife to his captive's throat. "Mommy, they kidnapped me. Mommy, I don't know why," sobs the young woman in the frame. "You can't say anything to the police. If you do, they will kill me." But suppose the victim's life was never actually in danger, authorities say. In fact, she faked the whole thing. This is like the boy who cried wolf these days.
Yeah.
The 30-year-old woman and 4 others were arrested at the Spanish island of Tenerife, the civil guard said in the statement, over alleged plot to extort a ransom payment out of the arrested woman's mother. The surreal plot involved using fake blood to bolster the con's realism with the victim, telling her mother in the video that captors had beaten her. She added in the clip that she'd been deprived of food and couldn't be released until the gang that kidnapped her received $50,000 ransom.
You know what, Tim? You should have just actually done a couple good hits to make it look more realistic. If we ever do a ransom, we're gonna do a few good hits just so we can. We gotta make it look real. Like sometimes you just gotta make it look real. Maybe like a kick on the stomach while on your ground. It'll
When
be
her
worth
worried
it.
Her worried mother received a blood-curdling clip. The concerned parent duly withdrew money to pay the ransom. Incredibly, investigators would later discover the mother had already made similar payments totaling $45,000 on 3 previous occasions when she received menacing letters threatening the life of her daughter. The civil guard's statement said local authorities centered investigation at the partner of the real victim's daughter and uncovered that the family was involved in the kidnapping plot. The Times report, although the case was initially treated as a real kidnapping, officers quickly found that the supposed victim was fine and free to come and go as she liked. When authorities arrested the group over the alleged scheme, the woman in the clip and her accused conspirators were living it up in the slot machine casino. Civil Guard investigators also found the fake blood and the fake knife used in the video.
Yay! Just gambling all the way.
Now face charges including extortion and other offenses, while extortion charge alone carrying a sentence between 1 and 5 years imprisonment in Spain.
Bruh.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, it's it's
I don't know how this woman fell for it for the 4th time either. Oh, $50,000. Okay, I'll whip it out of my bank account, give it to my daughter so she
you know
lives.
trick me once, shame on me. Trick me twice, shame on you. Trick me 4 times, fuck. Just disown your child at that point.
I know, right?
But
I said the same thing to him, like, what the hell?
all right,
Uh,
it is.
Hey, if they did that to my daughter, I probably wouldn't believe it maybe the first time, maybe.
I know that
My kid
fake
hasn't known
blood.
to be cry wolf a lot, so
I know
it's pretty
these.
hard.
Come on. But yeah, it's just
I think it's funny.
it's sad and funny because these people who did this are our age. It's a horrible prank. Like, one, it's a horrible prank. Two, it's illegal as fuck. I wouldn't even think of doing that as a prank, to begin with. But to do it so maliciously to your parents, like we talked about that one person who robbed their parents of millions of dollars down in South America,
Yeah, we were talking about that too.
and now
It's in
just
spiritualism.
and now we just have pure ransom. Like, all right, next time Ursula needs money, I'll tell her like, all right, you need money from your mom? Here, we'll do this. Make some like we'll put it in hostage TikTok. Yes, that's how you'll get your monies. Gotta look sad. Talk about emotional damage. Ready?
Emotional damage.
That's how you'll get your money, Ursula.
Look, she's
You cut out there for a moment.
not be watching.
Yeah.
She know? Oh my gosh.
Nope. But yeah. It's one of those things where it's just I couldn't do that if someone tried to do that. If I had kids and they did that to me, they're gone immediately. One time, they're gone. But our
Here, you got
family,
your money. Bye.
but our family's huge into disowning people, so it's not like it's kind of normal in our family to disown people for horrible things people do. So, yeah, once you do something reasonably horrible, you're just cut off from the family. Like you literally, we've disowned a lot of people, and as far as I am known, there's like a couple cousins and uncles that no one talks to anymore.
Damn.
Okay, you do horrible things. It's one of those things we talk about second chances, but there's like certain things like you just don't do. You just don't do. Like, here's a good question. Say some like one of your siblings did this to your parents. Would you continue to do that, or would you disown them? And we'll say
Keep 'em at very far arm's length. I mean, my relationship with them are kind of, some of them are strained and some of them are great.
okay. So we'll do flip a coin. Flip a coin, and we'll We'll say heads.
I have a coin today. Do you have a
Here.
coin on you?
Okay, I can do flip a coin on Google. Flip a coin. Okay,
There you go. Google has everything.
okay. Preparing to flip a coin. All right, give me a second. All right, so what do you want to do? Heads, strained, and tails. What was the other one?
So?
So relationship.
So, yeah.
Okay, so heads, so tails, strained. Okay, ready?
Okay. Flip that coin.
Okay, so for one of your strain siblings, say they ripped your mother off for $100,000, something similar. Would you disowned?
Mm-hmm.
Cut them off from the family? Well, yeah, it's a lot of money to do that to your own mother alone, to your family, basically. Yeah. And that's just with that. We won't continue with more of that. But yeah, it's one of those things like it's not easy for sure, but sometimes you just gotta cut off the you gotta cut what is it? What is it called?
Poisonous string.
No, there's
The
like
poisonous.
the poison something. Yeah, something. There's a term. I just can't think of it off the top of my head. But for sure, yeah, you just gotta do it.
Poisonous serpent? I don't remember.
It's like when something's like the disease hand or something when you like something.
Yeah.
There's a
I know what
term.
you're talking about now.
This is something, but it's just escaping me. If anyone's listening and knows what I'm trying to say, let me know. But it's not coming to the top of my head. But yeah, sometimes you just gotta disown people. Like you just gotta take out the bad blood. And for anyone who says like you should give people second chances, like I said earlier, there's sometimes some things don't deserve a second chance. Honestly, there are certain things, and for sure, ripping off your family member, especially your parents, for a hubris amount of money. If it was like a couple hundred, like we've all stolen a couple dollars from our parents here and there.
We were kids back then.
Exactly. Like I think the max I ever stole was a $20 bill.
Might have been 5 for me.
Oh, this is a horrible thing.
That's a smaller one. That's a small one. Nobody sees 5s. Actually, it might have been dollars because dollars are kind of like, oh, okay, they're there.
True. Well, yeah, it's yeah, but so that much in such a horrific way too, guilt tripping. Yeah. So anyone wants to we should probably make that into a shirt. Disown. We'll disown you. Okay. So let's
You
let's
feel
get
left out, we'll disown you, so you really feel left out.
exactly. All right, let's get into the final segment of our show. All right, so we kind of forgot to mention this early in the other show. Don't forget
Of course, we always do.
Oh, we always do.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So I need to like put a little musical tune just while we do the ads and shit. And all right. So yeah.
Up tonight. Don't worry, guys.
So don't forget to go check out our merch at merch.tyrantdominus.com. Oops, I should probably say that faster or slower. Don't forget to check out our merch at merch.tyrantdominus.com. We're running a summer sale. Use code SUMMER for 20% off. Don't forget to, it's going to be until October 15th, I think we said. Calendar.
We said October 15th?
Yeah, I said October 15th. Make sure you go check that out. We have the new joggers and yoga pants. I think that's what Liz called them.
Yep, yoga pants.
And they are some of the most hilarious ones of all. I love them. It is what it is. Pants, get them. They're fun. We're looking forward to doing a small photo shoot with them. And for the winners of the contest, we are currently waiting on the things. You'll see more than anything. Check out the Instagram. You'll see when stuff arrives and what we're gonna do. Like I said, we're gonna do a live stream tie-dyeing the stuff and sending them out. And then yeah, join us on our Discord. We've been just having fun posting. There's a couple new videos that I recently posted on the YouTube channel of the D23 stuff. There's a few videos gonna be coming out later. Since this is live on Sunday, probably by the time this comes out on Monday, Tuesday. The Little Mermaid trailer reaction should be out.
It's already out.
No, like I'm reacting to it.
Okay.
Yeah, like reaction videos,
bad.
Liz, reaction
My
videos.
bad.
If you want, there's also they're also on TikTok too. So if anyone, there's on YouTube and on TikTok. The YouTube videos, I talk a little bit more about my thoughts on the film. TikTok just has my pure reactions. So if you want pure reactions, go check out my TikTok. It just has pure reactions of the trailers. But if you want the reaction plus some of my thoughts, go ahead and check out YouTube. Or just go to both. Go to both. Follow and subscribe to both. Do it. Do it now. Do it now. Press pause on the video or on the podcast and go subscribe and follow TikTok and Twitter and YouTube right now. Besides
And
that,
join us on our Discord.
join us in Discord because you can always get notifications on there. But yeah, go check this out. A lot of things happened in D23. We weren't gonna talk about it on here. But yeah, I'm looking forward to what's coming out there. But yeah, that's it for that. Anything else you want to bring up before we get into the final thing?
I don't think so. I think we covered it all.
Okay, let's do the final thing. I'm gonna roll the dice. Okay, number 2.
Number 2.
Okay.
Don't do the number 2 yet. Hold it.
Not copy.
Ooh. System has having issues, y'all. I couldn't even post all week. Ooh. Yeah.
Ooh, there's an
that
update.
is
There's an update.
brutal.
There's an update to this one. You want to read it or want me to read it?
I'll read it,
Okay.
unless you want to read it.
There's an update too. One of us can read this, and then there's an update on their page.
I'll read this, and then you can do the update. How's that?
Go for it.
Am I the asshole for going to my sister's wedding after my husband canceled my plane ticket? Here's the situation. My husband, 36, and I, 30, have 3 kids, 2, 4, and 7. I'm a stay-at-home mom full-time, and I take care of the kids while my husband works full-time. My sister's wedding was last week. We live hours away, which is an issue for my husband. When we first got to the invite, he told me that he wasn't going, that he would stay for the kids, and suggested I do the same. Since the wedding doesn't allow kids, and my husband doesn't want to hire a babysitter after the one we had robbed us, I understand that. We had gone back and forth on this, but I insisted on going since that's my only sister, and I want to attend. That might be a once in a lifetime event for her. Chuckled at my statement, then stopped talking about it. As the wedding was approaching, he brought it up and told me to miss it and stay with the kids. I suggested that since no babysitters were allowed then, I could get my friend to stay with the kids, but he refused. I ignored him, spoke to my friend who agreed to watch the kids, and booked a ticket to travel to my sister's town in time. My husband found out and went on about how he had worked and that most logical solution is that I stay home with the kids and let him make his living. I told him that I already took care of the kids and they'll stay with a friend. Honestly, I grew impatient. The day of my flight, I dropped the kids off at my friend's place and headed to the airport. I found out he canceled my plane ticket. I was upset, but still insisted on going, so I went home and got in the car and drove 4 hours to get to the town. At 5 p.m., my husband called and was freaking out on me, asking where I was. I told him I made it to my sister's town, and he blew up, saying I wasn't supposed to go. Even said he canceled my ticket to stay. He demanded I return, but I said not until the wedding was over. He called me horrible, neglectful mom. Then had his mom scold me and accuse me of abandoning my own kids. There was a huge argument ensued when I returned home, and my husband kept on saying I was horrible to leave the kids and to ignore him like that. At the end, to that I would do what I want eventually. He was giving me silent treatment as of now, and I can no longer take it. I feel guilty and did not enjoy the wedding at all. Was I wrong for still going?
Okay, before there's a little bit more. Okay. This is interesting. So what are
I don't. She's the asshole. He was pretty much an asshole for canceling her ticket without our knowledge and whatnot. That was a jerk move. Honestly, that her sister. I mean, her only sister. Like if it was my sister, and which happened this past summer, I would still make it go happen. I wouldn't like just made something stopped. I mean, It's just fucked up. I mean, somebody was willing to help him out. She got a friend. The friend did her a solid. She should have enjoyed the wedding. She should have forgotten about that asshole of a husband because honestly, she was there for her sister. That was a family event. A family comes kind of first because, and if the husband, which I sounds like they're going to be heading towards divorce lane. Um, I feel like, oh, that is such a like your family comes first. I don't care how much you hate, your significant other's, family. The family comes first over your, you know. And the fact that he got his mom to scold at her, that's bullshit.
Also, there's a little bit of an info here. Apparently, her husband dislikes her sister. That's a little bit adages right there. Um, but yeah, let's see. So let's see. There's a mini update and then there's a big update. So a lot of people on here brought up the possibility of my husband's lying about the robbery and that happened months ago and accused the babysitter of stealing just so I can't hire another babysitter. He was the one that discovered the robbery. I never saw or talked to her after he kicked her out. Upon reading the comments, I'm now suspecting that he made the whole thing up. I'm going to contact the babysitter to get me the whole story. Hopefully I'm wrong, but I will talk to her and see if the story contradicts his in any way. I'll keep you updated. Ooh, this is a very controlling husband. Let's kind of read the comments. There's a big update. I'll read the update. But yeah, financial abuse, isolating you from your loved ones. Yep, controlling behavior. Yep. Not gonna lie, please leave the asshole. He should be required to give you child support and alimony. You are not neglectful. Your kids were taken care of. Let's see here. After the babysitter robbed, do you have any confirmation about blah, blah, blah? Yeah. There's a lot. There's a lot to this story. There's probably a lot deeper shit that's gonna happen. For sure, as far as the main point for this thing of her like going to the sister wedding, for sure it is important to go to your family's wedding. Then
Life
if you,
events, something that commemorates this. I mean, we made the trek a couple years ago when my uncle turned 80, so we made that. I mean, we made it happen with the funerals. I mean, we make those things happen in our family. So, I mean, they're such an important thing to us because it's like a commemorating of, someone's life, someone's, momentous occasion. Yeah, family is always going to be first, and I think family should be a part of your life, even if the family.
oh, sorry,
What?
I just read a little bit
Uh
of the update. You ready for the
oh.
update?
Damn it, asshole! You're doing it without me.
All right, ready? Listen up.
All
Ready?
right.
Update. Update. So I contacted babysitter via social media. I sent her a DM telling her who I was and mentioning the incident that happened at our home. I didn't think she'd respond given that it's been 7 months since she left us, but I was surprised when she responded in 2 hours' time. I again mentioned the incident to her and asked if she could explain to me what happened. She sent me a long wall of texts swearing she never took anything from our home and that my husband came home and was lashing out at her and the kids for no reason. She said that they didn't talk to him she said that they didn't talk to him that day, but they brought up a previous interaction they both had then. She claimed that he touched her inappropriately while he was in the kitchen with her. This caught me off guard. I asked her to expand on that. She said that she wasn't sure if it was an accident or that if he did it deliberately. She said he didn't say anything but his look made her uncomfortable. She also said she was willing to let it go till she saw that he started leaving her texts days later demanding she respond to him. Then the day he accused her of robbery, he just lashed out at her, criticizing her work, then told her to leave and not come back. She said that he didn't accuse her of anything being stolen, just lashed out at her and told her to leave. Okay. I couldn't wrap my head around this. I just really don't know what to say. Basically, she was saying he tried to hit on her, but then she said she wasn't sure if it was an accident. Then he was all just suddenly came home one day and lashed out at her to leave. I can't make sense of this. I went to try to speak to him on that, but he kept blocking my attempt to discuss it, so I blew up. Showed him what the babysitter sent me and he remained calm, which completely is out of character of him. He kept repeating a line, "She's lying to you." Well, I absolutely lost it on him. I threatened to take the kids and go stay with my friend, which what I'm going to do today after he leaves the house. Since he said that I can't do that, then I'm waiting till he's out. He can't. He kept calling me crazy to believe some kid's story over his, and insisted that I'm looking to dig up dirt to start a fight. I refused to continue fighting. I'm just kept my distance from him. This is just horrible. I did not see this coming. I feel like a cold wave just hit me, and I don't know what to say about this. Worst of all is that I have no evidence or proof, but I'm gonna take some space from him now to clear my mind and think what's going on and move forward. Let's see here. See here. Let's see. But yeah, overall, okay. So that's what are your thoughts on that? While I read some of the things.
Sounds like he's got something up his damn arse. He's either got some mental break going on or something, but doesn't sound like the man she married. And it sounds like, he is very controlling, very manipulative. Back to his name calling, using all sorts of like abuse tactics on her. Yeah, she needs to get the heck out of Dodge. Get the as far as away as she can with him. File divorce and call it good.
I think this is one of the few times that it's one for sure. You gotta take some space for sure to kind of figure out what the fuck's happening. For sure, he's not a well-to-do man. For sure. But yeah, I'm looking through some of these things and just kind of reading through the comments, see if there's anything. Start getting all important documents together quietly. Same with the medications. Don't say anything to the kids until you're out of there, because they will let it slip or freak out. See here. In the meantime, putting together a getaway bag for each of your kids is easy. If you start without the bag, put some. Okay, it's scary that this has to be the stuff, right?
It happens on a daily basis. It's not like anything.
Oh no, yeah, we
you
talk
haven't-
about it. We talk things like that, but yeah, it's like, yeah, like to walls, windows. We wish the best for you and your kids.
This outcome.
Because yeah, all it was started with a simple, hey, I wanted to go to my sister's wedding, right?
Yeah.
Because
It was, and he blew it out of proportion. I mean, he should have just let her go if he didn't want this to become astronomical. Basically, uncovering the lies that he had set up for himself on this. I mean, wow, his lies are unraveling. His personality is definitely, and the fact that he's changed demeanor on her, like, sketch, y'all, sketch.
And look at that shit.
yes, for sure, it is. Well, I actually, is there anything added to? Let me check their things. Is anything updated? Anything 2 days ago. Have you any family member you can call it? Okay. Nothing more really. That won't add to the story. Yeah. Here's hoping for the best for sure. For this mother and her kids. Okay, guys, that's where we're gonna end it today with this very, very spicy and crazy story. It happens all the time, sadly, but it's kind of the world. This is why we bring it to you guys, to let you know what the fuck's happening. This was just a couple days ago as far as this recording. So, wait, 2 days ago. What's today? Sunday? Friday? This was on Friday. So, for anyone listening.
We were having fun. Some ladies trying to get out.
So, everyone, once again, don't forget, go get your merch at merch.tyrantdominus.com. Use code SUMMER for 20% off until October 15th. And go ahead and go join us on our Discord if you want to have some fun. Go check out some videos and things of the like. Is there anything else you want to say, Liz?
Join us on the Discord or follow us on
all our socials. Yes.
Socials. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to just keep, because we posted photos of us while we were at the fun center.
And I still have the pictures, y'all, if you want to see them. And video.
All right then. Yeah. So until next time, guys. See ya.
Bye.